We got a new suit for you.
And a White House official said the complicated nature of the president's case required an in-person sign-up, since the commander-in-chief's personal information is not easily available in the various government databases that healthcare.gov uses to verify identities. Of course, most Americans have to submit their personal information online, and today they experienced extra long waits because of a surge of people trying to sign up by tonight's midnight deadline, which led the administration to quietly tweak the law yet again. So if a consumer is stuck in the queue tonight, they can complete the process on Christmas Eve. A spokeswoman at CMS revealing, quote, "We have taken steps to make sure that those who select a plan through tomorrow will get coverage for January 1. Republican Fred Upton quickly warned there may be even more tweaks coming, declaring, quote, "While the holiday surprises have become commonplace, the latest extension is another disappointment for the most transparent administration in history. As we celebrate Christmas,
What's that?
prepare to ring in the new year, we continue to
That was it.
If it's so much more expensive than what we anticipated, and if the coverage is not as good as what we've had, you've got a complete meltdown at that time."
Conservative Democrat Joe Manchin continues to push for a delay of up to a year for consumers to deal with the maze of confusing changes. As a new CNN ORC International survey released today found, opposition to the new law rose 6 points among women, from 54% in November to 60% now, just days after the President and First Lady specifically tried to tout the benefits to moms with an event in the Oval Office.
The words that come to mind for me are peace of mind. And, you know, what the Affordable Care Act provides and can provide for so many families out there is peace of mind.
Breaking tonight, administration officials say they surpassed over 1 million visits to healthcare.gov today alone. They're touting that as a sign that the site is handling a record number of people with very few errors. Biggest question, of course, though, is how many of those actual visitors will get insurance in time for January 1st? Shannon?
Yeah, we're going to talk about all these developments with the panel.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. Good to see you. Well, consumer spending
There's Santa Tux.
in November, and that was good news for the market. The Dow was up 73. The S&P
Come on.
500 rose 10 points. NASDAQ jumped 44. Holiday travelers be warned.
It's a medium size for a dog. It's still too small for him.
Most of the country is struggling with freezing rain, cold winds, and power outages. Utilities warn that some people who lost electricity could remain in the dark through Wednesday. At least 9 deaths were blamed on the weekend storms.
Wait until Margaret sees it.
Was back in court today after being struck down.
Hey, Margaret,
Correspondent Alicia Acuna has
can you come here, please?
The rush on marriage licenses for same-sex couples in Utah
Santa
continues for
Tux.
now, after U.S. District Judge Robert J. Shelby today denied the state attorney's request to halt issuance
Santa Tux.
of ruling that banning gay marriage is unconstitutional.
Is he bringing Christmas gifts this year?
Those counties where the clerks either refuse
Santa
to
Tux.
issue the licenses or close their doors have now gotten a clerical.
It's probably for a dog too, isn't
It's
it?
a size medium, and it's too big, too small for him.
In 2004, 66% of Utah voters passed Amendment 3, which defined
Santa
marriage
Tux.
between a man and a woman.
I looked at the one for cats, and I go, no way, it's going to be too small for him. So I looked at the ones for the dogs, and I thought, no, the large is going to be too small, too big for him. So I thought, well, maybe a medium, and the medium's too small for him.
Santa Tux. He doesn't seem to mind it.
You try to get him to stand up, though.
States and home to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which says it stands behind the traditional.
I want to see him walk around in it.
Yeah, let me get him on.
I'm okay with it because I figure I'm not the judge. I shouldn't have to judge what other people do.
I've been taught many years now that the
Santa
biblical
Tux.
version of marriage is preferred by me. A man and a woman.
What's wrong, Santa Tux?
Ruling, the state of Utah immediately filed for a stay with the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals here in Denver, and we just received a statement from the Attorney General's office. It says that
It's too small around his belly.
Santa Tux.
Keep an eye on that. Alicia, thank you.
Put the hat down. It's,
Breaking his silence on those controversial comments that led to
there,
his
that's a little
indefinite
better.
suspension from
Santa
the Hayden
Tux?
Dynasty. correspondent William Lajeunesse tells us it's open
You ready
season
for a
on the
Christmas
reality show
Eve?
about people who make duck calls, as both critics and supporters continue firing shots.
Have you ever seen a macho man
Santa
sitting around a little
Tux.
black box?
Suspended from Duck Dynasty for his offensive remarks towards homosexuals, Phil Robertson said Sunday he would not apologize. Quote, I am just reading from
Call
what
him.
was written over
Call him.
2,000
Tuckers.
years ago. Those
Put
who
your
live
hand
like
down.
this will not inherit the kingdom. All I did was quote from the scriptures. Whether I said it or they read it, what's the difference?
It's too tight on his belly.
It wasn't the first time Robertson offended gays. Church
And that's for a medium-sized dog.
and a duck whistle in the other. Robertson called homosexuality a sin.
It must be for a medium-sized small dog because
Santa Tux.
Yet A&E, which describes
All right,
itself
let's
as a
take it off.
champion of lesbian and
It
gay
doesn't
rights,
seem to bother him, though.
gay-bashing sportsman to star
we
in
just
Duck
gotta
Dynasty.
undo the
Last
belt.
week, the channel had a change
Where
of
do you
heart
undo
when
it at?
Robertson made similar remarks to GQ magazine.
No, it's
The
not.
restaurant chain Cracker Barrel
There, just leave
also
it- leave
responded
that
by
part
pulling
on.
Duck
Oh,
Dynasty
okay.
products from store
There,
shelves.
that's a lot more comfortable for him.
Duck, guys.
Quote, "Our intent was to avoid offending, but that's
There
just
you
Santa
go.
Tux.
flat out
That's a
calls
lot
for
more
law."
comfortable for him.
He doesn't mind
We are
it
putting all our Duck Dynasty products back in the stores.
Tuckers.
Santa Tux.
Nobody can judge that.
Tuckers.
800 showed up for a 5K Duck Dash.
We still enjoy the show, just as many other people will, and it won't deter us from kind of watching it.
Father, thank you for another good day on planet Earth.
Fellow cast members are refusing to appear in future episodes unless Phil is reinstated. But sources say the cast is obligated to perform and would breach their contract if they back out. A&E has refused further comment, though some consider its decision here hypocritical. If Robinson's remarks were so offensive
He doesn't mind
as to
it.
warrant taking them off here, why does the network continue to run repeats with Robertson as the star? Shannon?
William, thank you.
It's kind of falling off to one side a little bit.
Took to the streets in Cairo to protest. Security forces responded by firing tear gas into the crowd. The conflict arose in response to prison sentences given to
Santa Tux.
activist leaders, seen as a harsh warning for secular groups that supported the overthrow of former President Mohamed Morsi. The U.S. State Department says that the verdict should be reviewed because it contributes to a lack of individual freedoms. U.S. citizens are being accused that South Sudan teeters on the brink of war, forcing the president to consider the need for military involvement. More context follows. That's the story.
150 U.S. Marines are being moved from Spain to Djibouti should they be needed for another evacuation, while the U.N. Secretary General calls for more U.N.
Santa
security
Tux.